Chapter 1234. Do you have a date? It doesn't seem like you know anyone here, right? Teased Eileen. Wilbur smiled and replied, I met someone last night, and I'm going to meet him now. Then, he left without looking back. Brom started to organize the documents. They were the Kiwanis Club's confidential documents, so only Brom and Eileen could process them. However, Eileen asked Ivy to help out with the documents too. The women were not familiar with each other, but they felt like they knew each other forever after a few conversations. Eileen was very friendly, but she was clearly trying to probe how Ivy met Wilbur. Ivy was clearly distracted, so her replies were vague. Eileen noticed it, so she frowned and asked, Is there something on your mind? I don't know if I should tell you, Eileen, replied Ivy quietly. Eileen said, Just tell me. Don't hide anything from me if you want to work as my assistant. Ivy bit her lip and told Eileen about the conflict with Taylor Webster. Eileen widened her eyes with shock. She laughed after a moment and said, Wow, that guy is so audacious. Eileen, when we were on the way here, we ran into Taylor again. He invited Mr. Penn to a place called the Tranquil Inn. I think they're going to fight, said Ivy in a worried tone. Eileen looked displeased when she heard that. She looked at Brom. Brom put the documents down and said slowly, That place is Solomon's Suburban Manor. Wilbur is our chairman, so Solomon is testing the boundaries of the Kiwanis Club, said Eileen coldly. Brom nodded and said, That's right. They hold no threats for Mr. Penn, but this is about the reputation of the Kiwanis Club, so I think we should teach those guys a lesson. That's right. Wilbur was newly appointed. If we don't show these troublemakers what we're made of, they will underestimate us, said Eileen while smirking sinisterly. Ivy looked confused. She asked, Do you mean Taylor Webster? Huh. Who the hell is Taylor Webster? Even that Solomon guy is just insignificant trash. They are no threat to Wilbur. However, they must be punished for provoking the Kiwanis Club, said Eileen while sneering coldly. Brom urged, Let's go. We might miss out on the fun if we're late. Eileen responded, You're right. Let's go right away. Follow us, Ivy. You're one of us now, so let us show you what the Kiwanis Club is. They led the confused Ivy to the car and drove toward the Tranquil Inn. Wilbur was at the entrance of the Tranquil Inn at that moment. Come to Daddy, Taylor boy, yelled Wilbur rudely at the entrance. The guards at the entrance were instantly enraged. They came out and asked, How dare you stir up trouble at the Tranquil Inn? Tell Taylor that Wilbur Penn is here, and he should be welcoming me. Wilbur stood with hands behind his back, and he looked at the guards nonchalantly. They sneered coldly and said, So, it's you. Come right in. Mr. Webster and Mr. Solomon are waiting for you. Wilbur chuckled and headed inside. Soon, they were in front of the main living room door. The guard said coldly, Go on. Wilbur entered without hesitation. He saw a muscular man in the center seat of the living room. The muscular man was toying with iron balls and gave Wilbur a sinister glare. Taylor was sitting on the right side of that man, and his girlfriend was sitting next to him with a sneer on her face. Gunnar sat on the left side of that man, and he looked extremely angry. The cast on his arms made him look rather ridiculous and out of place. There were more than 10 muscular men on the sides, and they were all staring at Wilbur with unfriendly faces. Wilbur felt like he had stepped into a tense courtroom.